Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. The player's choice is back as a second rerun for today's live summit event in the Crew 2. Just like the first rerun back from 2024 on October 11th to the 18th, and here in 2025 on February 5th to the 12th in week number 2. Everybody's favorite 6 events and 3 skills will go for the encore to have a few cars to be set by vehicle restriction, along with no restriction to have your favorite vehicles to be set and go for another round after the previous week, as I'm about to change up to have the Speed Racing outfit in USB Tour next before part 84. We'll have to go continue on at the Motorflix Arena after the Future of Speed in race number 1 of 5. But of course it is. I'm just really might have to get myself to go back and take on for some few races. We'll take a good stage and the main part to go for the competition and the theme summon. We'll always have to do the same thing just like the original first rerun, and then currently we'll take on in the second rerun. Better be ready, and this will have your favorite cars and 3 vehicle restriction as exclusive. We'll have to take on and go for the competitive to be rack up and take on the platinum. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's begin and ready to go for today's live summit event. Nice to see how Street Showdown is doing well and improvement on the platinum to be at rank 662nd place by 1,297,633 points. Aquatic Splash Smoke, Drip Edition for the flow variation on a Land Evo 6 GSR, and exterior parts for the convertible Corvette C7 CR1. And very good enough, and adding up by over a million, as I'm about to go for the next 3 prizes to get the Pagani Sauna app, followed by the famed Magnet Boosted for Rallycross Discipline, and Neon Green Tire for the Epic Vanity to have the silver and gold along with the platinum as well. Same as usual, and we have a main date schedule for Into the Storm Best Of on February 26 through March 5. And Hypercar season is now been date scheduled by coming soon after Night Shift 1, and V for Valentine is about to go moving on in week 3 of this month. So let's get started and have the land base followed by in water base along with the air base. We'll take the first one to go to Chicago. This will have to go roster by pick and fast favor automatically to be switched up into the Harman Rocket HR3 with the UDRS Ins Protect to take the skies at Chicago. Got to be sure to go switch up automatically besides choosing a different kind of a vehicle. Let's enter the ring and have a good checkpoint to go fly on top of the buildings in Chicago. Alright, that should do well, and keep a good straight formation to have the next one to go mark on third. Number 4 checkpoint, just have to keep it center up and find a good airborne line. Perfection, and do the best qualification to go rack up, and perfection to go stay on the green. Just might have to take one session or go at another to have a good placement in the finish line. So that's very good to have a 25,509 points and have a good placement to be take the skies to be heading up to Motorflix Arena. 150,051 points. Maybe I'll have to go again and go with the improvement to have attempt number 2. We'll keep a good perfection to have a score breaker to rack up. It's gonna have to take some time, viewers. I'll have to go and proceed on Salam in land base by skill 2. This would be a very good choice to have your favorite airbase discipline along with aerobatics to have the same type. Just to see how it turns out to go flying up and matching up perfectly to stay in perfect green. Totally worth it, and always have to keep practice to reach it to the top. Okay, good enough, and aim for the center. Perfection, and go straight at the finish line. Alright, very nice, and update by 25,643 points. Now this is what I call practice to go improve and make it much more for having an additional record by 207 points by over 150. 1,000 to be doing a lot of effort, and good check on the air base before having a water base to go in buoy smashing. We're out to the Great Lakes, and get yourself prepared to have the jet sprint or powerboat discipline. We'll get ready up to have the best place around in the East Coast. Got to choose a direction and go for the right. So remember viewers, avoid the red buoys. This is going to be the main obstacles that you already did this before. Just have to get slowed down and do the maintain proper of the pace. Just have to let it pass and just have to keep it well steered when using the Voucher 1414 Demon. Whenever you like to feel, just have to go inside or outside to have the possible risk. That should do well. So close. I just barely almost had it. Now, just have to be reinforced and give it 5 seconds until the time runs out. Just have to go quick, and there you go. Touch on the land, and wait until the tally of results. Perfecto, and stop at 45,423 points. Let's see the good score result, and 156,768 points. New record, and first attempt by having a good piece of cake without getting touched on the red buoys. Now for the land base, and it's up to the big land for skill number 3 to take us along, as I'm about to go for the Hummer HS Concept 2008 to go style in blue. Everybody's most favorite off-roading 454 concept is well amazing and go faster and lighter since collecting a lot of progress since the hobbies in the Explorer. Built to feel drive alive, and good to be packed up to be embraced to have a nice potential in the 454 all-wheel drive layout. But the Nitro is more important to go boost up and make it much more stable of improvement. Alright, that should do very well and make a good possible recommend choice that you need to have some fixes to go up in 75% and adds up with a score breaker to go double up the perk. Just have to keep up and have some few more gates to go, and finish line is right over here. Alright, that's good, and skill explorer that will have to take that progress before reaching up to have a good almost 30,000 points. So I'm at 29,484 points, new record, and 1 rare part received. 155,482 points is very much more earned and received, and one more thing to have a reminder folks to go for off-roading by selection. So 83% on skill and secondary affixes on muddy, and 71.7% is quite good to be required to have the good skills will be adding up to go double up on the score breaker. So remember, when having good on the air-based vehicle along with a water-based and land-based vehicle to have some 3 skills on every part of the Dim Summon, including the player's choice, will go keep up the improvement to have a main possible chance to go higher up by 150,000 points. Especially 155,482 points is a very good achievable record, along with the buoy smashing is now currently to be at 156,768 points. Time to do some 60 bands, and let's get down to have some vehicle restriction we'll take on in the street racing discipline in event number 1, followed by in event number 2 in rally raid, and race number 3 in rallycross discipline. Let's grab the Porsche Panorama Turbo S Sport Turismo. Let's go to the coastal range to Los Angeles. We're having a sprint challenge. We'll get yourself prepared to have a nice different kind of a vanity to be outfit, and the decal itself besides to have a different variation of the Porsche Taycan Turbo S since GT7 with a dispenser cam fan art livery of Gabby. But by the way, the decal says the Forest Marauder. I don't know how am I supposed to come up with a silly idea, but it looks very much more good and built to design to have a vanity themed item to go back up, and a mixture style of a personality to have a good in nature, and also yet to have the other side because of Gabby's evil self. Well anyway, turns out very well basic and much more vanity creative. Per level to go maxed out at 280 that contains with 1,123 horsepower and a top speed in 227 miles per hour. It turns out good, but even to be having a station wagon, we need to have a full custom part to have a well modified to be designed on the track. But in the open road for street race, 3 seconds we'll have to go all-wheel drive and take the hill climb to go line up to bring out the boost to be on the overtake stage.
I'm sending happy winning thoughts.
So here comes street race vehicles. One Panorama Turbo S Sport Turismo, the Forest Marauder, is in the lead. Got to go hill climb and bring out the good handling drift to steady up on the motion grip. Just have to go a little bit more speed and handling to go reach on top of the coastal range and go down to have the right turn by passing through the checkpoint. Okay, here comes the next turn of the corner. Time to do inside and go cube for having a hairpin on the number 1 and 2 session. The smoke is going to be having a nice lustful leaves to go coming in by having a spring season, and we still yet to have a few days until winter is about to end. Progression at 20%. Got to go keep up the pace, and next turn to go on the right corner to be on the main open and have a good speed. Gear 7 is doing well and passing through the checkpoint. Far out and good with the Uptown Wilderness Nitro, just keep coming on for the effect. But I don't know how it turns out to have some different creative to have a vanity when using the Porsche Panorama Turbo S Turismo is very good to be indeed. With a decal, just to be well basic and have everything to be well based up to have the title when Tom is holding to greet with Gabby and Ellie ever since from Dispenser Camp Tom Jake. But I still love the spin-off series along with Step Stories, and eventually for Season 4 as well will have to be the upcoming in Episode 7 in Saturday. But talk about having some brand new soundtrack is going to be quite good to hear by listening after the episode on number 6. Well, almost forgot, the Nitro is good to be ready up and keep up the good speed and pace. Much more possible, and very well indeed a station wagon to go for the main participation as second rerun in the player's choice. Totally worth it, and good to have some custom exterior parts to be well stocked up and becoming as a super street racing vehicle. Much like previous Honda vehicles of the 1990s is quite good to be amazing since GT1 and GT2. Just have to go pack up and follow the line, and the corner itself will take the route. Okay, 21.4 seconds update in the gap, exiting coastal range and halfway there towards Los Angeles on the main arrival destination to go pass by in Hollywood. Come on, let's go in there, and hill climb is on the run. Okay, very good on the checkpoint, and the leaves just keeps going on alive. Just feel the nature and feel the competition to go excitement with one Porsche station wagon. Okay, ace up a good sleeve and coming in to have the main turn direction to go quicker on the shortcut. Perfection and going right in just like Live Extreme Series on the main part in LA. Dirt leg, and very yet importantly to have the touring car to go down the hill to have a consecutive S turns in Hollywood. Got to keep follow the arrows and almost there to have the last hairpin to keep it up and keep the nitro to be wait on partial standby until bring out the grand finale. Alright, that's the ticket, and main time in 4 minutes 25.027 seconds. Let's see the tally of results and required to go follow up catch up, and there you go, 114,546 points. Too rare and for comment has now received to have a good possible vehicle restriction on race 1 before going off-roading to have in time trial to be in number 2. Next up, Salt Lake City for the Mazda MX-5 Miata Spearhawk Edition. This is going to be your favorite off-roading vehicle to be built for the first gen Mazda as the Uno's Roadster in Japan. Vanity change up to have an underglow for the Crew 2 second anniversary, and the Golden Eagle tint is now well placed up on the window. 504 horsepower and a top speed 148 miles per hour per level to be maxed out at 140 to go for a full semi-expert in the handling stage level. Let's Go Time Attack at the mountains will be on the starting grid, and then the desert will take the finish line in about 3 seconds to go faster, and Go Pack Up the Good Pace will be embraced to be lightweight on the Roadster to be built in 454 off-roading.
You're gonna ace this, I know it.
That's right, Hero. This is gonna be a very good born-tastic moment. Time to go boosted, and here comes the ramp. Yeah, now this is going awesome to be enjoyed. Look out below, and area checkpoint 1 to go clear as a main procedure to have a good gated on the jump. Here comes the touchdown, and right on the main spot in number 1 and 2nd coming down below. Okay, here comes area checkpoint 2 and go right in to have the backside entrance in the backyard on each residential homes. But better watch yourself, the trees is going to be a bit much more careful to be avoided by an obstacle. Airborne coming in and crossing through the road. Heck yeah, and going clear path on the opening. Much more lighter and faster than the Lotus XZ-X as a rally raid vehicle, but characteristic to be as an off-roader. But however, the Roadster is a good substitute to see how the Spearhawk Edition since the US Speed Tour was edition on Season 3 Episode 2. Still very good, just like the standard version on the Mazda MX-5 Roadster to be well built as the original kind of rally raid edition. So here comes the good jump, and go by the next checkpoint to have a good eyesight check and get there to be at the desert. Choose your best advantage, and I'll have to take the lap and go clear without doing the path. Very much more indeed, and good for having a one extreme jump. So current checkpoint clear, and eyes on the desert. Finish line is just right up ahead. Yeehaw! It's going to get a little bit jumpy, and the sand is going tearing up on the ground. I can see a good sign over here. Almost there, and slamming up on the dead branch. There goes the main base, and give a good 360 spin. Closing up, and legendary bundle earned by 2 minutes and 40.641 seconds. Let's give a good round of the applause, and new record by 117,593 points by 7th loop part in the legendary type is going to be a receive possible by having a different icon affixes to go double up on the bonus. Off-roading is awesome for race number 2. Now, let's go to the 5 Kings Casino in Dominion Frozen number 7 by using the Lancia Delta S4 Hoodlum Racing Crew Edition. But however, when it comes to have a cold temperature before change up into a nice normal weather condition, besides the cold temperature is going to be a bit much more freezing out there. But instead, normal temperature and better yet to have the second rerun in the player's choice, we'll have to go for normal forecast to have a wet surface, we'll go slippery up and tear up a good grip when drifting to have a quicker affixes to go recharge on the nitro. So everything is all organized, and Nitro Chemist is now double checked to have a per level to go max out at 230 in 600 horsepower, top speed 174 miles per hour, and handling level to go semi-expert to have a good pack up for the classic rally car in all-wheel drive. It's going to get warmer out there, just like last year as we just did for only one good cold temperature. But the asphalt is about to go wet on the surface and take on 3 seconds to go 3 laps in a total time by 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's go.
Pay attention. The first 4 marked turns are the main issue with the circuit. For the rest, trust your instinct.
Okay, let's trust my instinct and go drifting and rallycross on the asphalt. This is very good to be droppable for having a nice warm forecast and the temperature to go around by 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Just like cold temperature to be exactly below 10 degrees Fahrenheit as last year, but I kinda say it is very good to see a nice normal condition without having a cold temperature to be breeze up and go naturally to go slick up to go drifting on the skill. But the snowblower machine is still around, but maybe perhaps a good surrounding area to be temporarily to have a nice time to go cold in temperature during the hot season of summer. So gonna have to ace up a good drift and final turn in coming in by having a good mark on the apex. That's 1 lap down, 2 to go, and keep up the good drift when the nitro to go faster refill. That's 18.332 seconds. Got to keep going and keep up the good balancing grip like having a good roll in drifting discipline. Much more appreciation to have a good pick on the Lancia Delta S4 in Hoodlum Racing Crew Edition during the first rerun and second rerun to have a good temperature of the climate from the cold into the hot temperatures. Only Dominion Frozen number 7 at the Five Kings Casino is very good to be tricky up to have the asphalt. We'll have to go drifting up on the good effort to find a good line and tear up the good drifting skills to re-rack up. But more importantly, 3-lap time attack is very good to be faster to pack up with a nitro if you're about to be proven to go for a quick grip and beat more reflexes without losing too much pressure. But I still get used to it. It's all about the skill and talent to make a good time attack rallycross perfection. Now for the final lap. Here it goes. Just have to keep it regain control and keep up to have a steady control on the drift. Alright, good insight on the drifting clipping point. Stay on the 4th gear and checkpoint confirmed. Okay, here comes the best part ever yet in the dirt lap. This could get tricky and good skillful. Solid fine work and just have to keep back up to do some of the fixes to go skilling and go killing it. Now here comes the final checkpoint to take the finish line, and there you go.
The way you take those turns makes my head spin.
Just like that, and good for a natural 80 degrees Fahrenheit by having a good total time I took is 3 minutes, 24.702 seconds to be at 127,020 points. Good job and good skill in it on event number 3 to have the 3rd vehicle restriction before the next 3 events we'll take on in no restriction only by having 2 street race followed by with a touring car as a combo event. Race number 4 is up, and it's going to be Coastal Range to Los Padres. That will be a perfect moment to go for a 2-part conclusion in street race discipline as I decided to go for the 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport Armor Edition from Season 2, Episode 2 from Motorflix, the game. But it turns out that this is a very good kind of a unique style to be outfit in silver chrome that packs up to be at 626 horsepower and top speed at 226 miles per hour. Unlike the original model that features with some customization option, and this one become a very good former MotorPass exclusive that turns out to have a different style and outfit to have the livery design variation to go with exclusive. The handling turns well to go intermediate and per level to go max out at 280. Nitro Chemist is all set and raring to go, and this will have to go for a different Dodge vehicle to have the SRT GTS Lightning Edition before proceed in the penultimate race. Let's go out there in 3 seconds to field the stunt car to go racing in action.
You're so gonna win this one.
Look at it go, and the armored Corvette Grand Sport to take the lead. This is a very good stunt car to be race up and go for a skill to be racing in the agency events on street race discipline. Just to be serving as a good exclusive car since Season 2, Episode 2 from Motorflix, the game, is good to have a nice silver chrome style with a livery that give a good eagle on the side and the hood along with the stars to be well seen on the rear. Just give a good kind of American stunt car to go race up and have a good possible challenges to be rack up to have a possible chance to be reaching by over 100,000 points. So coming around on the Big Sur Highway 1 to be on the coast, got to follow the line and just had to take that main checkpoint to go here by follow the arrow signs on the direction. That should do very good handful on the reflex and respond to go quicker up until making a long U-turn to be in Los Padres to get there within a few miles to be on the main progression at 37%. But not that long. This was to go faster up and get there before reaching up onto the tunnel right here. Okay, very nice, and go clear for the main checkpoint. Keep a good gap by 11 seconds, and here comes the main turn direction to go quicker on the arrow sign directions. Now, this is going to be a very possible main running up effort to have some S-turns and go corner by corner to be faster on the main speed. Just have to hold down and wait for gear number 4 to get there by over 200 miles per hour. Okay, yippee-ki-yay, and go clean line perfection by passing through on 2 checkpoints before the next turn on the corner by the main path. It actually does a very good stunt car, just like the original Corvette Grand Sport, to have a most main original model to be featured with a customization option. This one is unique as exclusive to be racing in the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest as a main vehicle collection to get this one to have a possible to have a usable vehicle. But one American stunt car just got everything all and a top of the town to go racing on the main path to go in circuits and sprint race itself. The best choice is this AmeriCar is going to be a substitute to have a nice armor addition to take the podium finish by under 3 minutes. And there goes the record, 2 minutes, 52.977 seconds on the main pass results to go up and perfect by 107,598 points. Classic to be worth it and good on the main faster up on over 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So penultimate race and part 2 of Street Race Discipline will get a legendary loop part for a same discipline to be heading up to Coastal Range to Oil Fields. This will do a third possible choice to have a main racing series around in Coastal Range by a different location. So let's have the Dodge Viper GTS SRT Lightning Edition and have a Nitro Chemist required on the icon. So feast your eyes on this one to go max out at 280, which is contains with 903 horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour as part of Dominion Frozen back from Season 6, Episode 2. Just like the original model and ACR counterpart, along with the Dodge Viper SRT 10 Matte Edition, and this will be ready to have a 3-second countdown by Calm Before the Storm for the Lightning Dodge Viper GTS to be ready, get set, and go.
Faster! Seriously, go faster!
Here comes the hill climb. The Ferrari F12 Berlin Enta is in the lead and going full metal lightning. This is a very good kind of a lightning themed vanity, is very perfect for the Dodge Viper GTS Lightning Edition. unique modification, and good to be outfitted to have a nice style effect to go full electric. Now made it to the top of the mountain and go by 1.3 seconds to go down and double up on the hairpins to be on the right, then the left. This is a very good kind of a unique modification for the 3rd generation Viper, based off from the ACR counterpart is very perfectly to be designed to be take part of Dominion Forsberg and Frozen events on the main course. Just look how the speed is going up by having a nice V10 engine to be packed up to go in a 6-speed transmission. But anyhow, it'll have to take a few seconds to go recharge on the nitro when the vanity is now go on full effect. But I still got some different kind of lightning vanity is still will remain on the collection, is quite good and static up to go electrifying awesome. So now I made it out on coastal range, and let's have a good open view out there to have a nice place in the farm areas in California. Just have to wait, and here comes the left turn direction to take the highway. Slow down and go mark at the checkpoint. We'll be having a nice field to drive to take the highway. Feeling much more speed to go domestic, not domesticated? I bet so. This car is very awesome to have a nice unique livery and well packed up to go with the exterior parts to be well fitted to become as a street racing vehicle to be take part in 3-lap time attack runs. But apparently, sprint races is very good to be awesome to have the first one to be participate in the Team Summon as the player's choice. I bet Dodge fans who really loves about the Dodge Viper is the perfect kind of a V10 engine vehicle as a 3rd gen model, just like the 1st generation as well back from 1996 through 2002. So update on the gap by 25 seconds, and it's doing well to keep a good speed to go faster up and progress in the progression at 78%. But the sprint race is going for having a long U-turn. Just wait until having a good hill climb to get back in. Checkpoint clear. Okay, here comes another one, and have the left corner to go follow the route. Almost there by 30 seconds. Can I do it? I bet yes I am. This will get closer to have 5% to go. Finish line is going closer to have the last checkpoint until there it is. 32.975 seconds, and there you have it. 3 minutes, 19.156 seconds on first place by clear the podium. Race number 5 in the player's choice goes to 116,418 points in 7 legendary loot parts by well earned to go adding up by Arsenal with a Nitro Chemist. So we're getting closer, folks. Touring car and combo event by having one street race event available in about 22 hours left, as the player's choice is about to be over soon to get myself update into 5,417 place. Only 1,045,635 points will have to take the last event to go for a temporary combo event is going to have to find out at Temecula Wineries. This is it, viewers. Choose any touring car race car to go classic or modern, and I'm about to go for the right pick of the Ferrari vehicle to go for a main style of a different Vanguard livery that related to Hell of a Boss. But perhaps available touring car with a Nitro Chemist will be suitable to go label on recommendation to go style in capital F. But how about the 2016 Ferrari 488 GT3 with Ferrasica Mayday variation is about to be selected and go entered in the player's choice. Just like Brawn vs Beauty on the Giants racetrack, and good to be on the same pro level as usual to go max out on 894 horsepower with a top speed 248 miles per hour. Now let's get it on and prepare for the 3-second countdown by having a one good fan art livery roll from Baycade to Bonetown to the starting grid. We'll take on for having a good lineup overtake to go faster up and have a good finish line towards the beach. Let's do this, and overtake, off I go.
Come on, you can do it.
It's going to be open, and the road itself is the safe zone by having one competitive GT3 race car to be on the head start in the lead. The combo event is all about for having a good daytime condition forecast since the previous weekly summon to take place in nighttime. So here comes the downhill, and the main path to go on the S turns will be tricky. But the trait itself, we'll have to say, ladies first. Okay, good corner complete, and here comes the bridge at the straightaway to pull out the nitro. Can you hear the pink of the trail? Looks like several street racers are still barely trying to catch up to the 488 GT3 livery style of Ferocica Mayday. This will have to get down and go clear up the racing line to have a main turn of the corner on the same sprint race and part of Temecula winner race for only one good part of the street race challenge by only one touring car with a Bilbo no restriction pick. So the gap distance at 12.4 seconds is doing well, and keep up the pressure on the paces to get there on the street of the elevation route. Halfway there by 53%, and it's doing well after taking a few practice on free drive. It's going roaming around on different areas across in the west coast of California. It's all about practice to go racing outside the track. But it's important as a touring car with this one is very built to have a skill of reflex to keep a good careful on the mid condition without having one scratch into contact by objects. Alright, that's good by 20 seconds by having a marked decimal in 0.6. Got to feel it and go lustful on the line to feel the passion on the line. But I bet this may have to take 5% of the Lust Bowl and 95% of competition, but with all due respect, this livery is still just a fan art, of course, and that will bring out a good showcase to have some few other players when doing in free drive. So now exiting the street and go back in the road. Alright, that should do very well, and stay on the road. Just pretend to have a good roll of the apex to go clear, and finish line just right over here by the arrival destination to stop at the beach. Total time in 2 minutes, 46.521 seconds is job well done, and the player's choice to go for progress and complete by 100% is now by 103,419 points. Awesome! And one good best choice of the touring car to go faster out and bring out the best performance to make some good choices. And also for the platinum rank in 1,782nd place by 1,249,054 points is very perfectly, and put myself to go moving up to have a free time session to go update for a different score point by having 3 events with no restriction along with the other 3 with vehicle restriction. 3 skills is very perfectly to go by having an aerobatics, slalom, and buoy smashing by having a land, sea, and air all together. Just perfect, brilliant, and much more exactly as ever, just like the first rerun back from 2024. So what do you guys think? It turns out very well and perfectly to have some 3 street race events, 1 rally raid, rallycross, and touring car as a combo event. But after all, it's all about to have the best choice to go for the usual to have a different selection, unlike the original back from 5 years ago since 2020. But in the end, just only have 21 hours left before the player's choice is about to be finished, and moving on to have the season of Valentine's Day will be coming up on February 12th to the 19th. Here we have the silver in the Lotus Evora GTE on exterior parts will be received as a gift, followed by the BMW M6 GT3 on the go, and for the platinum, fee for Valentine tire on the rare vanity, which has already been acquired to have new players to get this one for free before the current event is about to be over soon. Until the new one, we'll have to go for the encore by a preview with some upcoming events and 3 skills by a buoy smashing for the water base, along with 2 land base and slalom in the off-road, and speed trap will take the streets and the asphalt. But don't forget, or you might need to have some 3 vehicles will be required to have the Lotus Evora GTE, followed by the Bugatti La Voyager Noir and the Renault Sport RS01 2016 on the touring car, along with Albert Grand Prix, Jet Sprint, and Demolition Derby to be labeled as no restriction. And this will have to go by having one more thing for the upcoming preview to have 2 penalties to be available with the no rules on the glow and light bar rooftop on the silver and gold from Into the Storm Best of, along with the BMW MA Performance Edition. It still remain on the platinum to get this one for free if you already don't have one, and that will bring out to have the own players will get the extra earnings. We'll have to be moving up forward to have Hypercar season to be date scheduled by coming soon. Let's wrap it up before at the end of the current content video until Valentine's Day will be coming up early. We'll have to take the 12 on Wednesday before the 14 is going to be on the date schedule on Friday. Love is coming and bring out a good joy, a positive for the year in 2025. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone who will join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.